It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see T.J. Hawkinson. They're few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Vikings and the 49ers. And it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. On
the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when
2 teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And Ayuk certainly established himself last year as a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL. He produced a first down on over 80% of his receptions. And so far, he's picked right up where he left off as he earns a new set of downs for this offense. And keep an eye on him. He can also find the end zone as well.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And as we begin week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The numbers for Jones last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
11 yards for number 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Gets this one to use check. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Delay of game.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
3rd and 2. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is
Still
not
third down.
happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Until the 22-yard line. You look at this Niner defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is McCarthy. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 105 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw, Purdy. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To the air with McCarthy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powell. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's
got a man complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and a couple. On play action, now McCarthy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 32-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3rd drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he will find his man Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Purdy looking to throw.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Purdy from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2nd and goal from the 1.
McCaffrey.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action here. Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Everything has been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Throwing here, Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
13-yard line. Which will pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
To the air with McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. McCarthy is set to throw it. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And here's Ryan Wright now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he caught it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Now, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And bulldozing his way through and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
Now McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Delay of game. Offense.
On
a delay of game there. They could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach.
Still third
frustrating
down.
for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Mitchell now off the option.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun.
McCarthy, he's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An inside give to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. McCaffrey on the counter. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.